Quick thoughts on this Boker Magnum Cobalt Strike. It's an assisted opening folder, about $25 US, 440 stainless steel blade, but a fairly hard feeling 440 stainless to my touch, and here holds an edge pretty well so far. This is aluminum. The handle halves are aluminum with the regular steel liner inside of there. This is all just coating. It's fairly thick stuff, but does chip off. I mean, I haven't used this one too much, but already some little bits are starting to come off. So expect this to be not so much of a display knife as a workhorse knife, and it feels like a workhorse knife, and that's a lot of blade there, a lot of height to it. I did try to leave out a little bit there just to lighten it. I think that might just be more for the looks. The handle is pretty substantial. It needs to be in order to hold that blade, and it has pretty good ergonomics, except down here it gets just a little bit thin for me for my size of hands, but I am able to get a good grip right up in here, and the angle of the blade is looking pretty nice. It took an edge really well. It came from the factory, okay, but really needed to be rehoned. I went ahead and reprofiled mine to the angle that I like, and I'm actually really happy with it, and it has held up to a little bit of use quite well so far. This has a very strong spring behind it, so that's one thing to definitely watch out for here. It's super strong from in here, and doesn't pull in to lock very much right towards the end. So this really wants to deploy. When you deploy this, you need to be sure, if you're going to do it one-handed, be sure to flick up and away. Don't push down or straight out, because that blade will come past you, and it's a thing where it's just traveling right across your thumb, and if you're putting too much pressure on it right there, there is the possibility of eventually slicing yourself as the blade goes away from you. That is one thing that worries me and bothers me about this. Just be careful for that. Or another thing that you can do that I figured out is just bring your index finger across the top and then just hold it in place, and then you can just finish it off with the thumb stud. That actually is a lot more comfortable to me. For 20 bucks, 25 at the most, I definitely feel like I got my money's worth here, because it's a serious blade, and it does feel like it should be lasting quite a while. The handle, I feel, is the cheaper thing here, and you just have to watch out for safety. But if you know how to handle it, and you're careful and you're respectful of it, I think that it is worth the money.